From the depths of the sea, I emerge once again. It's your boy, Signs of Life. Let me ask you guys a question. If this music isn't the most important thing you have ever done in your entire life, I ask you, come sit around my campfire. We are in a transformational time period where the forces of light and dark and all of these outside influences are fighting for a war inside of your souls. Yet, this music, this moment, these times, this is what you came here for. Everything that you are, from birth to now, the energy that you've put into every aspect and every facet of your entire life, you channel it through sound, and together we create the fabric, uncovering ancient civilizations through sound. This is what we're doing here. And as I listen to the modern greats, Martin Sturzer, Martin on Static, I hear the calling of those ancient sounds and vibrations, awakening the particles inside of us that are still living. That's what we're here to do. My name is Signs of Life. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, hello. What a time to be alive. On December 21st, 2020, we had a conjunction between Saturn and Jupiter at 0 degrees Aquarius, paving way for the next 30 years. And now, we stare right in the face of a Jupiter and Neptune conjunction in Pisces, magnifying the greatest dreams you've ever had in your entire life, channeling the outposts of the outer solar system. And here we are, together. So I ask you again, if this is not the most important thing you've ever done in your entire life, join me as we ride into the world of ambient music. Here we are, my friends. It's a beautiful day. I'm fired up. And I couldn't think of a more perfect thing to do than to hold court, hold session. Come sit around. Come join me. Let's learn, let's talk, let's commiserate, let's enlighten each other. Everyone has a piece of that fabric to share. And together we weave and intertwine. We are that fabric, that particle of light. And through sound we express that. This is sawtooth therapy, ladies and gentlemen. I literally cooked this up like 45 minutes before we started. Speaking of cooking, as I was kitchen last night, as I always am. I was listening to Martin's latest concert. Stayed home number 37, I believe. And oh my goodness, did that get me thinking about music in a whole other way. Martin's way of saying so much by not doing a lot is something that you could really take to heart. Because when I listen to what he does, I'm listening to someone who has built up this language through his own personal trial and error, but also learning how to thoughtfully craft something with just a few simple elements. And to me, I understand it because I understand that language, just like I understand the language of the stars. I understand Martin's language. And so when I approach it myself, I say, I also speak this. And these are simple phrases. These are simple ideas. However, with just a few simple tools, you can bring out that language. It's very easy. And I'm going to show you how. You need a good delay. You need a good delay, okay? This is the one I am now using. It is probably the best delay I've ever used. And I'll tell you why. Long have I wanted to control the individual taps. And now you can. So what I mean by that is, if you have a ping pong and it's going left and right, what if you could stutter step and move and bounce that ping pong in any which direction that you choose? You can do that with Timeless 3. Can you do that with Valhalla delay? No. Can you do that with Ableton's delay? No. Can you do it with any other delay? No. I finally found what I was looking for the whole time. Don turned me on to this like a year ago, and I had slept on it. And now, this, okay? You don't have to use this, but you need one. You need something. We are set at a delay offset, dotted. Okay? Left and right, feedback at 50%. No ping pong. However, you can see that it's bouncing back and forth. Okay? Mix it 100% because it's on a send effect. The other thing that you're going to need is any synthesizer that can create a sawtooth. I'm choosing this one at the moment. It's a very simple tool. What I love about it though is it has a velocity knob dedicated right here on the amp envelope, which means that it is, once you turn up that velocity knob, the amp envelope is now being controlled or influenced by velocity, saving you an extra step to go set that up in a mod matrix. So if you set that up in a mod matrix, you'd have to say, all right, velocity controls amp, whatever. You can do it in Dune, you can do it in Vital, you can do it in Serum, you can do it here. But this has a dedicated velocity knob, which is really nice. Right underneath the amp envelope, sort of hinting at you like, hey, do you want to control velocity with level? Because that's the most common thing to do with it. Love it. I also have velocity control and the filter cutoff for a little bit extra. And the other thing that Martin does, which I love, is he'll have a sequence, right? And the sequence that I've generated here is from the Euclidean Sequencer Pro. Super easy. right? Super simple. This is not complicated. But what I love about it that he does is every once in a while, he'll let the filter open on like one or two specific notes. And I think that's so cool. So it's like you have something that's buried and all of a sudden, boom, boom, it just comes out. And it's like, oh, that moment. It's almost like you have a blanket over it and then all of a sudden you lift the blanket and you put it back. It's genius. And you can do that with velocity. If you had your velocity at a certain level, if you had it like at 40% the entire time, 40, 50, 60, 40, 50, 60, 40, 50, 60, and then all of a sudden 90. You can do that. Simple. This is nothing more than a sawtooth, okay? Filtered sawtooth on a 24 dB filter. I should also mention that. All right? Triangle sub oscillator. Right? So, I've always believed that if you really carefully craft something, you don't need racks of hardware. You don't need all this crazy stuff, right? You just need the simple intention and almost like a guide to show you the way. So I always tell people, especially those who I'm teaching, and if you want private lessons, you can check out my Patreon. You can join for as little as $3 a month. I always tell people on my Patreon, use references. Use reference tracks. Take tracks, meaning take MP3s, if you have them, you can download them from Bandcamp. Somehow convert them into MP3s and put them into your DAW and put them on a ghost track on the top of your DAW, on top of your song. So you can say, solo that, unsolo it, listen to your track. Does it stack up? Does it sound like it? Can you take auditory cues from that track? There's nothing wrong with using references. Because like I said, we're building and forming that fabric together. Therefore, if we are, then you should be able to pull from that fabric because that fabric is the same fabric in which you came from. Does that make sense? It's okay to be influenced. It's okay to try to make something like someone else. Because then what's gonna happen is you're gonna start learning how to create it yourself. And when you can learn how to create it yourself, then you can start bringing out your own creations. Okay? So, I have a lead that comes in here. We're about to listen to it. And that's as far as I got. I thought, all right, the rest is going to be like on the fly, freestyle. Because that's what we used to do. Those of you who've been following me since the very beginning, I started on Twitch in 2015. And we used to do like freestyle sessions where it would just be like, oh, what side's gonna do today? And it would just be like, you guys want to start a new track? Let's vote on it. And then we'd start a new track. The older I get, the more I try to pull from the essence of youth. Because I can see you lose it. As you get older, you lose that spark. You lose that fire. You lose that original essence that what made you so excited to be alive. And as we sit in office chairs, as we sit and just wait for something to happen, as we just sort of let our lives just wash over us like a wave, I think to myself, I gotta capture that. I gotta bring that back. And is what influenced me to step up and say, let's hold court. Let's hold a session today. Let's bring it all together. The old with the new. I'm from NorCal. If I'm gonna bust out, I'm gonna bust out. Straight up. Welcome, Filippo. Thanks, I'm glad you found me, man. I've been doing this for a minute. But what I love about this channel and what I love about this ability to create is that sometimes amongst all the seriousness and amongst all the, you know, all like the pressure and the stuff that it's like you gotta have some time to just let loose and just bring it. You know what I'm saying? When I stopped streaming on Twitch, I lost that ability to like have a platform to just like bust out. Cause like on YouTube, it's like, you guys know, like on YouTube, it's like you're wanting to get something from me. Every single time you click on a video, it's like, oh, what is Science gonna do? What can I learn from this? What can I gather from this information? And I get that. And I'm trying my best to each video trying to give you guys something. So if anything that you take away from this video, gain a little bit of spark and insight that maybe this is the most important thing that you've ever done. And if you put all of your energy into it, it's gonna take you farther than you ever thought you could go. Because right now, and I'm telling you this from the bottom of my heart, I'm gonna look at you right in the camera. I'm telling you right now is the time when dreams are coming alive. There has never been a time in the history of we have ever been alive, because it only comes around every 182 years. Therefore, if you've never felt dreams like this, if you've never felt passionate about something like this, now is the time. Between now and the next month. Once Jupiter and Neptune come together, that's it. That's it. It's gonna set off a whole nother course for the next 182, whatever, 62 years. Therefore, if you have something that you are dreaming about, if you have something you really want to focus on, if you have an intention that you're going to set and lay down, right now, I don't care if you just have to write it on a piece of paper. I don't care if you just set out and just say, I'm going to do this now and do this, and this thing is this, because you come to this channel because this is what it is. Do that and let that be your guide for the next forever. Until forever. And on it goes. That's real talk. No one else is gonna tell you this. No one else is gonna tell you, hey, you know what? I'm not gonna call out anybody in the chat, but I'm just gonna call everybody who's here. I don't know how many people are here, but whoever's here, whoever's watching this on the replay, no one else in your life is gonna call you out and say, hey, you know what? Now is the most important time in your entire life to do something. If you wanna do something, you do it right now. All planets are direct. There's no retrograde. It's no backward motion. Therefore, you can take all of that positive forward momentum headed towards this great conjunction and be like, oh, damn. This is the time that I've been waiting for. This is the moment. This is the opportunity to take what I want to do in my life and make it real. Because the opposite of Pisces is Virgo. And what's Virgo? Reality. Therefore, if you want to bring something into reality, you need to dream it first, and then it comes into reality. Okay? Hopefully this is all making sense. Ralph says, for me, it's the fear of growing old and not sharing my music. I don't want to have any regrets. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, no regrets. No regrets. Because we all came here with a specific purpose. And that purpose is to fulfill this mission. And my mission is tied right into this. Yeah. El Julio, I agree. The moment is now. No fear. No fear. So, one of the other things that struck me that was so powerful about the way that Martin constructs his compositions is that he uses just simplified notes. And sometimes there's no pad, there's no nothing. It's just a good reverb and a good sequence. That's it, right? So how do you get there? How do you get to a good reverb and a good sequence? I've been using this. I know people are gonna tell me, oh, it's Max for Live only. Oh, it's, you know, I can have Ableton, blah, 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 blah. You can find stuff like this. Yesterday on Twitter, Richard Devine tweeted he was using the HY plugins or whatever they're called. And it's just 2 linear sequencers. It was, I mean, Richard Devine's stuff is incredible. He is world class. Straight up. If you don't follow Richard Devine on Instagram or TikTok or whatever, follow him. He's inspiring. He's inspiring to me. Because everything that he puts out sounds like, you know what I'm saying? Like you have no idea how the hell he got there. Yeah, I know he uses color copy. Yeah. So, the reason why I mention this is that it can be something very simple. You could draw this in with a pencil tool. I watch this, you know, sometimes I'll watch my old videos because I see that people are watching them, right? And I watched the one called Ambient Melodies. And that still holds true. Like that I still use that method all the time. So if you haven't watched that video, you can go check it out. There's lots of videos on my channel now. That's the one. HYRPE2. That, thank you, Francisco. That's right. So, let's do this in real time, all right? I'm gonna set events. I'm gonna set it to 8. Okay, 8 events. And, yeah. So, like, we can add steps. We could add 16 events. We could add 8 events, 16 steps, or we could add 16 steps, 16 events. Or we could add less, right? You can also randomize this and then take out some of the steps. So I noticed he did that a lot. He was like taking steps out. And then it would just be like boom, 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 boom. I love that. Okay? So if I take this and I don't know, any old synth, doesn't matter what it is. It can be Hive again. That already sounds good. Pull down the filter. Little mod envelope. Velocity envelope. Takes the stain out of it. Turn up the octave. Okay. And now we're halfway there. I'm using Ableton Live. Right? And now listen. Switch to the synth bus. We're gonna solo this. Ready? That's all there is to it. You see what I'm saying? We can add a sub oscillator to that, add the oscillator there. Maybe give it a triangle. And that's a beautiful other layer. Sorry, man, what's going on, man? So, it's that simple language. Sound is coming in. The delay is bouncing it off and it's creating its own rhythm. We could add another layer to that. Right? We could add another layer. Let's say add B layer. Put on scale. Minor, minor. We'll add like 4 events, 8 steps. That's incredible. Yeah? Oh, I love that. That's one instance, yo. You want to get really crazy and do one more? Let's do one more. 8 steps. Let's do it odd. Let's do 7 events. Wow. Wow. There we go. Let's randomize the velocity. Let's type velocity into the cutoff of the filter. There we go. And as you do this, the particles start to emerge, and you just feel like anything is possible at that moment. And you're like one breath away from uncovering something really, really incredible. And, you know, I have no reservations about feeling this way. Because I know, in my heart knows that even though we're living in a time of like this orchestrated chaos, there's still a soul and a passion inside of each and every one of us that cannot be denied. Therefore, if you channel that into your expression and create art and create music or whatever else you do in life, you're fulfilling the mission. You are bringing out that pure divine expression that you were meant to create, that we were all meant here to live and experience. And then when you share it with the world, you're fulfilling that divine purpose, the 11th house. So, that's really the point, isn't it? You come here, you're looking for something, you want to feel something. Let me hand you that spark. I'm gonna hand it to you. And you take it. You take that spark and you take it as far as you can go with it. If you want more of it, come join my Patreon. The link is down in the description box below. I'm happy to do it. However, I want more time to do it. I want more time to do it, straight up. And we're gonna get there with the Patreon. I'm very hopeful, and thank you to everyone who's joined so far. Truly appreciate it. All right, so where are we gonna take this? All right, where are we gonna take this? Let's think about the long form arrangement of it. We're gonna take it as far as we wanna go. Is it one single piece? Is it one single idea? Or can it go through different stages? And that's the other thing that I really loved about that concert on Sunday was like, it went through different, I mean, it was an album, but it was still, it felt like the album was orchestrated in a way where sometimes it was very minimal and it almost went down to like nothing. Like it was just like one single synth or one single idea with a lot of reverb. Okay? So that's one thing that I want you to think about is like, how could you orchestrate this so you get to a point where you have a central theme and a central idea, right? And then all of a sudden, you're back to just this. Right? So let's catch this before we lose it. Let's catch it. So we're gonna call this breaking away. All right, we're gonna catch this, and we're gonna catch this in Euclidean. So here we go. We're gonna go like this, and we're gonna add record, post effects in, and we're just gonna record it. And now we've got it, right? So then we go like this, and we just grab that, put it over here, and now we have our notes. With velocity, everything's all set up. Cool, right? Good, and we can make that into a loop if we want. Set a 4-bar loop, boom, boom, boom. Like this, 4 bars, great, awesome. There it is. All right, so now we have a loop, and now we can say, all right, let's have that come in there, and then we can say, all right, let's Fender off into the dark, okay? Turn that ARP off. Right? Bring that back in later. Maybe start with this again. Okay? Boom, like this. Like this. Right? What this track is missing for me is a really heavy, like, boom, boom, a boom, boom, or something like that. Boom, 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 boom. Like some sort of really deep, gnarly bass. That has like it's got a character to it, a rawness to it, you know? Like this, we'll add a sub, add a sine, for some gravity. Turn this into mono. Yeah? Boom, like this. Yeah, take the sustain out of it. mod envelope. Okay, that's got a little thump to it. Right there, right there. You see that? You introduce that all of a sudden. It could be as simple as that. Right? So it's just like boom, and then boom, 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 right? Boom. I love that. I love that. Boom, 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 boom. Right? Okay, so let's actually calculate that. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. We'll go like this. We know what we're gonna do. It's C2 and B1. So we're gonna go like this, and we're gonna say, all right, let's go like this, and we're gonna draw in that C2. So we'll go draw mode like this, and C sharp number 2. And I think it was like this, and then there we go. And maybe it was an 8th note on the end, so we'll go like that. There we go. Perfect. Add a little verb on there. That's it right there. Got it. Nailed it. All right, cool. So like this, pull it all the way over. Okay. Just a placeholder for now. Right? Maybe we'll add some organic thickness on there. Boom, like this. And then listen when this comes in. This is the best right here. Listen to this. You see what I'm saying? It's not much. Ooh. Yes, right? Dive into the deep here, and then boom. Let's add another layer. I put out some presets the other day on my Patreon for the people who just signed up and joined. So this is a welcome pack. Listen to this, how this sounds on it. Something like that, huh? And then we're gonna build it back up. So we're gonna start building it back up. So the elements are gonna start coming back. Right? Okay? I love it, I love it. Boom. And then finally, we're gonna bring this back. There we go, boom, like this. Huh? Right? Boom. I was honored. I mean, we had a lot of new signups, Philip. It was like Macau joined, Scotty joined, El Julio joined. Vincent Sky's here, crawling out of his hole. I mean, let's go. Let's go! Well, Bobby, let me tell you something, man. That's what this channel is here for, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to crack open that mystery that your gear doesn't need to be expensive. You don't have to have all this, you know, crazy talent. You don't have to be like, it doesn't have to be much. Basically, this entire track was composed of simple waveforms, filtering, and a delay, and some reverb. That's it. So therefore, you could go grab Vital or grab Surge XT, which are both free synthesizers, mind you. They do not cost a cent. You could grab both of those synthesizers, pull those in, grab a delay from your DAW if you don't already have one. If you do have one, great. A reverb and get to work. That's it. Eric's putting holes on the chat. See, and then the lead comes back. You're welcome, man. Listen, if you want to learn more and you want to take your music to the next level, I suggest you join my Patreon. Any of you guys who are out there on the fence about it, what it's doing is it's going to allow me to give you guys more content, because I'm going to be able to just quit my 9 to 5 and be like, all right, let's go, boom, 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 and this will be the 9 to 5, and therefore, if this is the 9 to 5, then we are online, bros. It's on. I love the Patreon. I think it's so cool that I'm watching all these people come together and be like, wow, never knew that before. Wow, that really helped. Oh my God, that was so great. Thank you for this. Thank you. It's like, boom. My mission is fulfilled. So if my mission is fulfilled and you guys are filled, and that's what I was talking about since the very beginning of this video, the whole cycle is coming full circle. All right? Never been a more powerful time than right now to create the dreams that you want, the life that you want, the music that you want, the vision that you have. And like I said, it can even be as simple as just saying to yourself out loud, I'm gonna do this. Or writing it down on a piece of paper, or making a note onto a notepad, or putting something on, you know, laying down just one simple line onto a timeline. And saying this is the start of it. Saving a file as a new file on your folder, on your hard drive, and saying, here's my new project, here's my new direction in life. That's it. Good question. Probably like a couple weeks. Thank you, Barang. I appreciate that. Philip, yeah, send in your presets now. Send them in now. Because as soon as I get 6 of them, I'm going to do it again. The first one was so great. And for those of you who are wondering what I'm talking about, we did a preset review where I had members of my Patreon send in of their own presets to me, and then I made a video, a 20-minute video providing feedback for those presets, and it turned out really cool because there was an opportunity for those two sound designers to really understand what they could do better. And then not only that, but everybody else in the group got to really see like, oh yeah, that's an obvious mistake, or I never would have thought of that, or I didn't know that about sound design. So it was a sound design learning session that turned interactive, and it was really cool. And that was my whole plan behind it, and it worked. Starmay's dropping the Confucius, man. You don't have to be great to start. You have to be start to great. To be great, man. I messed that up, but that's fine. This pad that I'm playing, by the way, is included with the Patreon. Part of the welcome pack. Dialogue of the speakers. I've been talking about that for the past couple weeks. Julio, you're welcome, man. That's what it's all about. You guys, everybody who's watching this on YouTube, you guys are my core audience, and I'm so honored to be doing this for you guys. I really am. Because honestly, I think a lot more people could benefit from this. My channel is super small, and I know that. But I'm just like grateful for what I do have, because I know where I've come from, and therefore with that gratitude, I can move forward into the future. To me, it doesn't really matter if it was 2,700 or 200,700. You know what I'm saying? 270,000. It doesn't really matter. It's like, if I'm transforming people's lives, if I'm helping them, and if I'm changing the game for them, it's all worth it. I love that. Wow. This is deep, y'all. This is deep. Oh, Francisco, you know what? You reminded me. I should go do that for the Patreon, too. Those videos, the outdoor videos, are going to be exclusively on Patreon now because they do horrible in the algorithm. It's like they don't exist. You know what I'm saying? So ain't nobody gonna like search for like ambient motivation or something, or like, you know, how to have self-confidence as an ambient music producer. That doesn't happen. So thanks, Frank. I appreciate it. Just doing my thing, man. Just doing my thing. You've seen it mentioned on the Ableton subreddit. That's cool. Chris goes bushcrafting. I want to, man. That's why I really want everyone to join the Patreon so I can do stuff like that. And it'll be enlightening as much as it is fun. But we're cool, man. Like, we're good. Like, all right. So, this is sounding good to me. Oh God, let me hit Command Save. Okay, cool. Again. You know, I thought about that last night, Philip. I was thinking about that. Like, what's up with the 3K stream? And the last one was in January. It was right at the beginning of January. We're 2 months out of that. And yeah, we're already almost at 3K. So it's gonna be like another month, I think, the way the channel grows. I gained like 300 subscribers a month, so it'll be like in a month. And that's cool. I mean, you know, you multiply that, I'll probably be at like at 5,000 by the end of the year. My goal was 10K. I just appreciate anybody who's gonna come out, you know what I'm saying? I hope so. I hope it'll be exponential at some point. I'm not there yet. No way. Maybe with a glitch percussion video, but I have this like there's a sense in my mind. I have this sense in the back of my mind, like I'm gonna put like I have all the I've already started, like I got the glitch percussion videos like in the works, and I feel like even if I made it like an hour long, it still wouldn't do well in the algorithm. So I'm kind of like, all right, you know, I want it to be the best it can possibly be, but at the same time, like the ROI on it is going to be low. So it'll go on the Patreon first, and it'll just be early access, and then I'll release it to the world. But I don't think, you know, it's going to be like the video that like takes this channel to like the stratosphere. It's not going to do that. You know, it's just weird how algorithms work. Look, Mom, no computer. Yeah, he's freaking. I cannot, like, when I discovered him like 2 years ago, I was like, it's impossible. Make what's needed, damn the algorithms. Yeah, well, time, it takes time and effort, man. Like, stuff takes time. It's like a lot of time, you know? And I've got all these things that I want to do, right? So it's just a matter of allocating my time properly, and that's why I'm hoping that, you know, I won't have to work every afternoon. I can work on music and making videos. Cause man, I always see like, cause I run out of gas around like 11 and 12 at night. I just run out of gas, and you know, I'll just like play with my daughter, or just play Elden Ring or something. It's just like, I can't think anymore, you know, cause I think so much during the day. So like my prime time to like work on stuff is like 3 o'clock, 2 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I really get cooking, and I'm like, damn. And all of a sudden, full stop. I have to completely stop what I'm doing and go to work. And then I just get drained. And then it's like rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. So if I try to, if I can manage it, I'll try to squeeze in like a couple hours before dinner. And then I'll, you know what I'm saying? But man, if I had that window, that golden hour for me, like from like 2 to like 7 every day to like just do videos or do music or do tutorials or whatever, oh my God, I could get so much more done. I would love to put out like a video every day or a video every other day, or even a couple videos a day. Oh my God, that'd be crazy. Cause you know, nowadays, like you see this on TikTok all the time. Like, it's less about the quality of the videos and more about the quantity of the videos. Those who are doing really well are the ones who are putting out the most content, because it's just inserting into the algorithm, insert. So it's like it's a cash machine. Like, it's just like you put it in. The more quarters you put into a slot machine, the more times you're gonna win. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. So there's that approach. You know, like there's this, anyway, I won't mention names, so fine. I am a professional guitar teacher. Soon to be professional Patreon ambient tutorial maker. I'm hoping, man. We're still growing, man. Let's see where we are at the end of the year. My Patreon started in December, so we'll see where we're at. See where we're at in December 2022. I know. It is amazing how much I do now. Oh, we got a bot. We got a bot. No, I don't do much classical. I'm more like just like kind of like, you know, whatever people want to play, you know, like I've been doing it for now. I've been playing guitar for 30 years. Do you guys want to hear some guitar? I can add some guitar to this. That'd be kind of cool, huh? I did on Twitch. You're right, Todd. You've been around since the old days. I did a lot of ambient guitar on Twitch. I know, Vincent. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I try to engage with my community. I think it's fun, you know, like, but again, like these live streams are just to connect. That's it. Because they're not going to be searched. They're not going to be found at all. Like live streams barely crack over 1,000 views, you know, if that. I love doing the master classes though, but those are like, honestly, those are like free freaking gems that I just drop on you guys. Like, here you go. Cause I know that like, it's never going to be like, you know, like that one video on my channel, like Omnisphere in 2021. That's the biggest video on my channel. So I just drop gems on you guys cause I love you guys and I really want you guys to feel the passion that I have for this. And then maybe then, you know, that will, I put that on the universe and maybe it'll come back to me. But that's the whole point, is to like, you know, boom, here you go. Support those who support you, you know? It's kind of what it's all about. You guys want to do the guitar thing? I can do that. All right. Come down. Where's my Ebo? There it is. It's got any batteries? We got batteries, y'all. All right. Let me take a quick break and I'll be right back and we'll do some guitar on the back. All right? Don't touch that dial, as I used to say on Twitch. What we just witnessed was probably one of my best ever ambient guitar sessions on YouTube, straight up. I mean, I was channeling the greatest possible masters you could imagine. There was moments that felt like Hendrix in there with the mood and the digital artifacts coming in and out, and like, that's why I'm pushing so hard on this channel. That's why I'm pushing so hard on my Patreon. That's why I'm pushing so hard in everything that I do. So we can get to a place where we can come to expect performances like that all the time. I'm bringing us to that point. Putting this channel, putting all you guys on my back and saying, let's go to the future together now. Let's do this. Let's do this. Phone lines are open. Patreon is open. Super chats are open. Let's go. Nah, for real. This is like, that was a moment, man, because you guys tell me, oh, you should use ambient guitar in your music. I would love to. Believe me. You guys can hear the love that I have and the passion that I have for ambient through that performance. Very simple. 1-to-1. Anyway. Thank you guys for watching, enjoying that with me. That was one for the books, man. I didn't expect that one to come out, but it came out. That was good. I think it was the combination of all the things. Everybody who was watching, all your guys' energy, the fact that we led it to that point, and then the music that we made together, the whole thing just kind of led up to that. As it usually did back in the day, but that was on another level. That was next level. Thank you, PC. I appreciate that. Thank you to everyone who's joined the Patreon so far. I truly appreciate it. And thank you to everyone who's watched today and comment, liked, been in the chat box. I appreciate you guys. And hopefully I'll be back with more. You know? I would love to connect with you guys every day. If I could make that a part of my day and connect with you guys every day. But like I said, we're working towards that point. All right? So in the meantime, you guys get out there and take my advice, the stuff that I said earlier on in the stream, starting from the very first words that I said. Take what I said, take this time period, utilize it. You have a month to really, really feel this good energy. And then as we get towards the end of April, things are gonna start slowing down. We have a solar eclipse in April 30th, on April 30th, and then Mercury goes retrograde on May 10th. So in Gemini. So, I mean, just know that like right now, this is the time period. You got something to focus on it. You want something you want to start it. You want something that you really want to move forward on it. And just know that like, you know, yeah, exactly. Energized enthusiasm creates magic. So channel this energy. Take the energy that I've given you today and put it into your own lives, your own music, and whatever else you do in life, put it out there and it'll come back to you. Because what you're doing now is you're gonna set yourself up for the next however long, however long you want to picture those cycles. But these cycles are very important, and this is a very important time period, and we've never been alive to experiencing this. It only happens like once every 186 years or something that these two planets come together in the home sign of Pisces, which is why it's so magical. Jupiter goes around the sun every 12 years, but it takes 186 for Neptune and Jupiter to line up perfectly in Pisces, and we're never going to see it again in our lives. And therefore, if you have the great amplifier combined with the great dream lord Neptune of the god of the seas, then what are you gonna get? Think about it. Right? You're in the ocean, you're swimming in the ocean, you're in a bubble. What are you looking at? Holy, this is crazy. It is crazy. But at the same time, you magnify that, go on a subconscious level and think to yourself, okay, what could I really amplify? What kind of dream do I have in my mind that I could really, really put out there and amplify it? This is the time period to do it now, right now. And no one else in your life is going to tell you that. So that's why you watch Signs of Life. Anyway, as always, keep your heads in the clouds and your feet planted firmly on the ground. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Thank you for all your support. I truly appreciate it. And take good care. I'll see you guys next time.